Goodbye burgers, hello yam, hello pomegranate, goodbye ham. I feel like it's always best to start off a triggering video with a poem. Who's with me? Good. Great. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that looks to answer a variety of queries, be it biology, physics, history, fantasy, politics, and beyond. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm asking, are vegans crazy? Now, before we swoop into the pros and cons of the diet and the ethos that comes with it, let's start by saying, obviously no one entire group of people can be deemed crazy. There are extremists in all walks of life, and usually the extremities are the ones that generate the headlines. So, veganism. A vegan diet means cutting out meat, dairy, and animal byproducts. Vegans eat plant-based food items. These days there's actually a wide variety of vegan food products like ice creams and meat replacements and things like that mean vegans don't simply just eat vegetables. Other myths surrounding veganism is that followers of the diet are undernourished, skinny hippies. Of course, there are also the knife-wielding militant vegans. So, do any of these assumptions hold any merit? Firstly, let's have a look at the diet from a health perspective and see if it is so crazy. Now, the big argument is that vegans are hindering their health by consuming insufficient protein. Now, actually, navy beans, tofu, and tempeh contain more protein per cup than most meats. We need around 45 to 60 grams of protein a day, which is easily achievable on a vegan diet. Being an omnivore, a person who eats meat and plants like most meat eaters, it is beneficial for having a breadth of sources to draw protein from, but there still are sources for vegans. The same thing goes for calcium. Vegans can get it, their options are just a little bit more limited. On the plus side, vegan diets tend to contain a lot less fat, and vegans are far less likely to be obese. Meat eaters tend to have less ideal body mass indexes, although of course there are extremities at both ends of the spectrum. Vegans are far less likely to suffer from heart disease and less likely to experience rheumatoid arthritis. Of course, that being said, yes, vegans do need to take B12 supplements and supplements for fatty acids. These are more than available to us in the modern day, so they really don't pose a problem. Again, people argue that vegans are weak, but people like Germany's strongest man, the world champion of French kickboxing, and both Serena and Venus Williams, two of the world's most loved tennis champions, are vegan. While we can accept diets like the paleo diet, the Atkins diet, and a juice cleanse, a lot of people struggle to accept a diet that has a number of provable health benefits. Why? Is it because people feel threatened? Maybe. Then we come to ethics. A lot of people paint vegans as ethically kooky. Is it crazy to want to minimize cruelty and suffering to animals? Well, no, of course it's not. Is it crazy to threaten to murder meat eaters as some kind of justice? Well, of course it is. Once again, most vegans are happy avoiding injury to animals, but tiny minorities make headlines. YouTuber Vegan Gains, for example, made headlines when he threatened violence towards people who mistreat animals. On the flip side, a group of sausage-wielding meat-eater extremists caused a brawl when they threw skewers of meat at diners in a vegan cafe. Lastly, a lot of vegans cite their reasons for abstaining from meat as environmental. The meat and dairy industry are one of the biggest contributors to CO2 emissions on the planet, the leading reason for deforestation, and a drain of our clean water stocks. 7 kilos of grain goes into generating 1 kilo of beef, which means that animals consume way more than they produce. What is crazy? The continued dependence on meat and dairy, even though it's environmentally damaging and wasteful, or a person who wants to help scale that back. Dietitians tend to point towards the Okinawa Diet when discussing the best eating habits for your health. Now, this is the diet of the people on a small island off Japan that sees most people living past the age of 100, more people than anywhere else in the world anyway. Here, locals mainly eat rice, bamboo, tofu, and vegetables. Fish is eaten 3 times a week, and other meats, such as small cubes of pork belly, are eaten on special occasions. What we can learn from these people is that a plant-based diet interspersed with a small amount of meat for some, but not all meals, seems to be the healthiest for long-term survival. So, are vegans crazy? As a collective group, of course not. Most vegans just want the best for their bodies, animals, and the planet. It might not be the right choice for everyone, sure, maybe not, but perhaps we can learn from vegan diets to find a way to cut back on our meat consumption while still enjoying delicious food. I'm not vegan, but I do eat plant-based for most days of the week, with the occasional fish or meat once or twice a month. Now, I for one have lost around 15 pounds and feel great, but as they say, you do you. I always find it's best to stop worrying about whether or not other people are crazy and just focus on my own decisions and whether or not I'm comfortable with their repercussions. So that's one question answered for you. What do you guys think? Do you think all vegans are crazy? Let me know in the comments section down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more answers and hit that thumbs up button if you like our content. I'm your host, Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.